Well, good morning. It is Saturday, April 29th, and we are now back on the trail after taking 2 zeros in Waynesboro, PA. We originally took the first zero to give Prepper's foot a chance to, or his foot and his knees, a chance to recover from the medications. But then we saw the forecast for yesterday was not supposed to get but around 50 degrees with the wind gusting to 35 miles per hour, and it was supposed to be solid rain yesterday. So we just decided to take a second zero. We weren't really happy about taking a second zero, but with those conditions, we just felt like it would be more comfortable to wait it out. And so now, today, Saturday, the forecast looks like it may be cloudy and overcast, but it really doesn't look like we're gonna get any rain. So we've got about a 15.3 mile hike planned, and seems like it'll be a pretty good hike today. As you can see right now from the conditions, I'm not walking over a lot of rock coming up on some rock here, but they're not in the trail really. So when you're not having to walk over and twist your ankles on rocks, it makes travel a lot safer and faster. And I just brushed up against a tree limb and got my head wet. But I'll take any pictures that I think you might be interested in along today, and hopefully I'll get a chance to report into you as we progress today. This is Deer Lick Shelters. I didn't realize it's actually a pair of shelters. That's pretty nice. If you know me, you know how much I love bridges. I don't know why I love bridges so much. This is beautiful through here. Southern Pennsylvania. A lot like the Appalachia I am familiar with. Maybe not as hilly though. Mountainous. Not that there are no mountains here. They just aren't as tall as those at home. We started hiking this morning about 6:30, and our goal was to do 15.3 miles. We had a particular location we were wanting to go to, which is a church-owned hostel, in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. I think it's called Through It All or something like that. But wow, we are really making good time. And we got on the trail at 6:30, and I think we're going to arrive there by about 12:30. It's right after lunchtime today. And I sort of hate to quit hiking. I know we will. We're going to stop today at 12:30, but we're getting to the point to where we're averaging about 2.6 miles per hour and sometimes 2.7 miles per hour. That's the average. There's times when we're actually doing above 3 miles per hour, and that's with full packs and loaded down. So we're getting better at covering miles on the trail, and we're definitely covering more miles than we were, but I think we're going to have to rethink our goals a little bit, because I think we're capable of covering beyond 20 miles a day. We'd said that we wanted to just keep our goal at around between 16 and 17 miles per day on average, but we may need to expand that. And one thing I know we are doing is we're letting shelters and hostels dictate our stopping points, and I don't think that's a good thing, because there's days when we can go beyond what there is a shelter or a hostel, and so at some point we're going to have to get that figured out. But right now, I'm embarrassed to tell you this, but because we've taken so daggone many zeros, we're going to take a zero tomorrow, and it's because someone has extended hospitality to us in a couple of nights, a trail angel, and we were going to stay with them Monday night, but with having to take the extra zero yesterday, we needed to move it to Tuesday night. We reached out to this person, and they said they can't entertain us Tuesday. We wouldn't be able to stay with them Tuesday, but if we could change it to Wednesday, they could. And so we're taking another zero to be able to fit that in. I sort of have reservations about adjusting our schedule for that reason. I guess the only redeeming factor in this decision to take an extra zero tomorrow is the fact that it is supposed to rain like crazy tomorrow, and there are thunderstorms in the forecast, and I really don't want to be out on a trail with lightning all around. It's freaky enough when the wind's blowing and limbs are breaking off of trees and things, but with lightning too, it's just probably a little bit too much. So I guess I'm okay with taking yet another zero tomorrow, which is Sunday the 30th. I don't know, we're getting thrown off schedule. We had been breaking the 100 mark interval on Fridays, which that would have been yesterday. We would have made the 1100 mile mark, and now we won't make the 1100 mile mark until Monday. So we're a couple of days behind on that interval, and I don't know. I'm not entirely comfortable with this kind of pace, because I am enjoying this and it is a great adventure, but I want to get finished by the middle of July, and I still think we can, but the more delays we see, that eats into our chances of finishing in July, mid-July. We're still, covering some pretty good miles when we are hiking, but goodness sakes, we've had a lot of zeros here lately. After tomorrow, though, we are not planning any more zeros for at least 8, if not 10 days. So that's good. That'll basically nearly put us out of Pennsylvania, and then we'll start in New Jersey. And one thing I can say, I've been looking at New Jersey and New York and Connecticut and even Mass. There aren't a lot of hostels in those states, and there are bed and breakfasts, but they're expensive, and I don't want to go to a lot of expense. The only thing I need is to be able to charge my electronics every second or third or maybe even fourth night. So hopefully we'll be able to figure that component out. As you can see up here, we're coming up on I guess this is probably a Forest Service road. You're just simply going to cross the Forest Service road. But I will stop talking for now, and I'll do some more video if something's worthy of video, or if I see something I can take a picture of. This is maybe one of my first times of trail magic, just finding it out on the trail like this. Pretty neat.